Show of hands. Who enjoys going to the dentist? It just got real quiet in here, didn't it? What I'm going to share with you today is hopefully going to make that next dentist appointment, make it a little more positive about scheduling that next appointment. It's recommended that we go to the dentist about every 6 months. Does anyone know why? That's actually a rhetorical question. The science behind this is highly debated, but it actually stems from a Pepsodent commercial back in the 1950s. Many of you actually may be old enough to remember this. When you brush with Pepsodent, you will wonder where the yellow went. Brush with Pepsodent. You know that the average American only goes to the dentist once every 3 years? One of my favorite TV shows is Seinfeld. Does anyone ever remember how Jerry trivializes dentistry? If you remember, in one episode, he thinks he gets assaulted when he goes into the dentist chair while he's under anesthesia, and he spends considerable time demeaning the trade. In addition, there's a whole community of anti-dentites out there that formally oppose the profession. It's great work, some of Seinfeld's best work. To give you some idea on the strides being made in dentistry, let's take a quick look at the history. The earliest signs of dentistry take place about 7,000 before Christ. However, it wasn't until 5000 BC before the descriptions of tooth decay were actually made. At that time, cavities were thought to be caused by toothworms that would invade the tooth and cause the decay. Many thousands of years later, dentistry was practiced by barbers and surgeons. Can you imagine going to get a haircut and saying, "Can you take off the tops, trim up my neck, and oh, by the way, pull that molar in the back, it's killing me." Do you remember your last time at the dentist and the hygienist called out a bunch of numbers? You see, each tooth is numbered. It starts with number 1 at the top and the back, works its way across, down, and across back down over the jaw. If you want to be fun at your next party or cocktail event, you can brag to your friends that you know that everyone has 32 teeth in their mouth. Also, there's a numbering system that your hygienist calls out about your gums. The higher the number, it's measured in millimeters, the greater your chance for gum recession and eventual tooth loss. As we all know, brushing and flossing, of course, are the key. Fluoride being introduced to our water system has made a tremendous difference in almost all of our lives. If you were wondering, it costs about $1 per person per year to introduce fluoride into our public water system. Adult fluoride treatment is also very popular these days. It's very inexpensive, painless, and can certainly help you in your quest for better oral health. In the 1700s, Pierre Fauchard wrote a book, The First System for Caring and Treating Your Teeth. There was a great TV show about kids in the Appalachian Mountains that were allowed to drink soda freely instead of milk, and unfortunately most of them had lost their teeth at a very young age. Now, in the old days, in the 1800s, the first reclining chair was introduced in a dentistry. Now, I don't know how they did it before, but I promise you it wasn't as comfortable. Now most offices have TVs, Keurigs, heated towels, and various options for pain and sedation. So it makes our lives much more comfortable. The most significant strides we're currently making is in the connection between oral health and total body health. You see, bacteria enters the mouth and eventually gets into your bloodstream. From there, it sticks to fatty plaques and causes blockages, thus heart disease. Poor oral health has been linked to diabetes, as high blood sugar is the ideal environment for this bacteria. I try and think about this before I eat sweets, although my kids continue to call me the Cookie Monster for a reason. Another fact, 91% of all those with heart disease also have gum disease. And being a smoker increases your risk by 3 times. People who drink more than 3 glasses of soda or sugary drinks a day have 62% more tooth decay than those that don't. So think about that next time you're picking up the sweet tea. These all contribute to your risk of having a heart attack. Heart disease is still the #1 killer in the United States. It causes more death than all forms of cancer combined. When drinking sweets, try drinking with a straw, brushing directly afterward, and chewing gum seems to help. For those of you who are delinquent and scheduling your appointment, please schedule your next appointment today. Don't think of it as just a cleaning. Think of it as an essential part of your healthcare regimen. Follow your dentist recommendations just like you would your physician, and ultimately, you'll lead a better life. Thank you very much.